I just realized it's insane, but we used to do a Val-Des-Bois river hunt like once or twice a week here on this channel, and it's been forever. Like, I don't even know when the last time I even took a trophy shot here on Val-Des-Bois was. I was going through my gallery, and it's been at least since before the Halloween event. I didn't even see anything multiple pages past that, so that's what we're here to do. I do have the reverse draw crossbow forest camo. That's going to be our main weapon, I think, just to try to keep things quiet. Ever since the render update, of course, using a gun on something like a river run is that much less effective because you're spooking animals from further away, of course. But I did bring the drilling combination gun. Reason for that is I can do buckshot for red fox, 9.3 for the big game animals, and birdshot if any rabbits show up. So we're going to head out, and we'll see if we can get ourselves at least a trophy shot worthy animal here on Val-Des-Bois. I didn't really want to shoot this, but she's kind of just in my way. I'm heading down towards the river, and right at the beginning here, a lot of times you do get a stag or a couple of red deer females, red fox, something like that. So we might as well go ahead and take her out. My luck, she'll probably run. Or not. Roe deer are apparently one of the toughest animals in the game because somehow you can double lung them and they can run. I think only moose, bison, and roe deer are the only ones that do that. Maybe water buffalo. But I think we got this one in the neck. And we did neck bone 3, left lung, and intestine, and hopefully that was the only thing here that's going to spook anything. I suppose shooting the roe deer saved this, but I'm not really sure that's too much worth it. He is definitely not very big. I actually had his track on the way down. He's up to 220 on the track. I didn't even look at what the weight estimate said on the spot. We can look at that quickly, I think. 215, so roughly the same. I thought maybe he'd be a little bigger, but he's like 180 at best. Not even 165 top estimate. But he's dead. And out of our way. I kind of somewhat regret calling him in, now that I know he's small. Again, the weight was decent, so I thought maybe there was a chance, but if there were any red deer down there, they're likely headed up this way now. And that could maybe not be a good thing if we can't see them coming. 155 for him, though. We should have a fox coming in at the moment. We do have this red deer out here, but again, he's not very impressive, and there's our fox. So I think... What are you doing? Alright, that was weird. I think we're probably going to go with the buckshot just because I hate tracking foxes, and I somehow managed to mess up the shots with a crossbow way too often. Even though this is absolutely tiny, 4 to 10. Hi. Don't have to track that. 2.3 kilos. What an absolute tank. 5 score. Monster. That guy's not too bad. The thing is, I don't think he'll walk down that hill. So we're going to have to go with a gun again. But we might as well get him. He's solid. And dead. What is running here? Oh, hi. I hit my keyboard with my mouse. I tried to swing that a little further. I slowed her down enough anyway. That'll work. If we're going to shoot once, we might as well shoot a bunch of times, because it doesn't really affect anything once we spook the animals. So I wouldn't hardly call that a trophy shot worthy animal, the stag that we shot, but we're getting there. He's probably like 210 to 215 area, somewhere around there. Right hind leg, and then intestine, liver, left lung. That 9.3's got stupid insane penetration. Actually, I should have paid attention. I don't know if that stag slid down the hill or not. Do I have medkits? Nope. I hope he stayed up here. Oh, he actually did. Imagine that. I thought for sure I was going to have to run all the way back around. So, if I could claim him. That was a heart shot. Not bad. 210 score. We'll take it. I think we might actually try to use the crossbow on this guy, because number one, he's walking in, so that gives us time to kind of get aligned and everything. But also, like, I can't see what's around that corner, and I don't want to spook everything, so he is at 30 right now. The only bad thing is I have no camo for this map for fox. I'm wearing the Boota and Crockett stuff, so that's only going to work on deer. But that's 25. That's useful for him to stop. somehow did not double lung him. Might have got single or like liver or something. They still won't go very far, but couldn't quite get that lined up where I wanted. But it actually looked like it hit pretty decently. Intestines, so yeah, he's not going to go far. That's a decent looking stag. I want to say that's 240s and not 270s. Yeah, 240 to 265. Haven't actually found the fox yet. I'm not too sure where he got to. Apparently he went this way, but we'll keep on scooting down that way, see if we can bring him in. Apparently, though, this little overgrown roe deer wants to stand in the way. I still don't see a dead fox. It's got to be right in this area. This dude will just sit still for a second. Alright. Nobody heard anything. And apparently got to shoot this as well. I don't even see that bigger stag at the moment. I'm not sure if he went over the hill. But, oh, I found him. I don't know how the heck he got all the way up here. Let's get on the right ammo. Is that even him? I don't think it is. It's not. Where the heck was he? I don't know where that one came from, but that wasn't actually the bigger one. The bigger one, like, went up this way. There he is. Luckily, we didn't fire that shot. They're everywhere. I'm just trying to shoot the stag. Get out of my way. I think if we want to get him with a crossbow, we're going to have to shoot this female, like, right now. I was hoping I would have to not, but she's going to get way too close. And I'm going to wait, because he's definitely going to hear that. He heard it. But he's still coming in. We're going to have to reload quickly. There's all those red deer out there, so I don't really want to shoot this guy with a gun and send all them running, which could potentially spook more animals. Otherwise, I really wouldn't care, but there's so many, they're guaranteed to spook something. Finally, after how many did we shoot? 4 or 5? Just to get him to get in here. He's in range. And hopefully he'll stop. Perfect. Alright. That's a very flattering way to die, sir. I think we shot 5, right? 2 up here? Or was it just 1? I swear there were 2. Maybe I claimed 1 already? Or maybe I'm just losing my mind. There was this one? And then, was there one further back? Yeah, there was. All the red deer. All in this one little spot, and literally shot all those just trying to get the one. I was actually somewhat surprised as well, like, that I was able to make the drop shots. Because to be honest, I thought I would mess them up. At least one of them. Another little roe deer stag. 90 to 115, he's technically bigger than the one we shot, or at least has a higher estimate. But finally, this guy. 241, not too bad. I don't know if I'd call him trophy shot worthy usually. You okay? Alright. Anyway, I don't know if I would usually call it trophy shot worthy, but for the video and potentially for the thumbnail, if we don't get something better, I think we'll take a trophy shot. Look at this. Am I allowed to show this on YouTube? That doesn't look, that doesn't look quite right. Anyway, gonna go ahead and get that lined up. I've had questions before why I take like the trophy shots off center. That's for thumbnails, so I can have text on the left side. In case anybody's curious. Just gonna get that off your screen real quick. That's just some kind of demonic red deer. And finally, the little roe deer stag. 91. He's huge. Oh. That actually might be a big fox. 26 to 33. Gonna have to try to call him in, but not even worried about the bow factor for that one. If we can get him in here, we'll definitely use buckshot. Jeez. There's foxes coming in everywhere. I can't even see the right one right now. I gotta hope he's not gonna hear this. Well, he definitely did. Because he's running. Holy lag. That causes some major FPS drops. That's gonna suck. Figures right when he decides to come in, every other fox on Earth decides to come in. There was one behind us that had just howled. This guy. Or this female, I think. Which didn't go very far, so at least we got it, but that guy was really taking a sweet time to come in, so we gotta try to get him. I think he might be decent. Apparently that fox does not want to come back in. I've been sitting here calling. He has had zero interest in coming back. That guy did come in. So hopefully we can get on that fox's trail. I do want to get him. Where are we at? I got a tent right up there. I might run and grab the 17 HMR. Because if we see that fox at a distance again, we'll be way better off that way. Decent 34.5 meter heart shot, 157 score. Actually, though, isn't that tent... I'm pretty sure that's up on the hill. I do have camping supplies, so let's go do that. See if we can get the 17 somehow on this loadout. Wait. There's another male down there, apparently. Okay. Is that him? It looks big. That's him. I've been crawling up here. He just called a while ago. I didn't think he'd be here yet. I gotta be honest, that's somewhat lucky I spotted him, because when I got to that rock, I was gonna move. I didn't like what I could see. I felt like I couldn't see well enough. Had he been just behind that rock, this one here, I probably would have sent him running again. 12.2 kilos. He's gonna be the low end anyway. 26.9, all that. I mean, he's not a bad fox, but heart shot at 42 meters. At least we got him. You know, that's one of those things where you see a max or nearly max score animal, and if you don't get it, you're kind of left wondering. So at least we know that that wasn't like a 34, and it's a decent fox added to the stats anyway. Well, I mean, I had the 17. I might as well use it. That doesn't look like anything special. Yeah, tiny little female, but I don't know what the spook radius on this is. It's not crazy. Maybe 150 meters, something like that. I didn't really see anything else. There's a roe deer up there and another one, which is a buck, so maybe we'll check that out. He's not bad. Nothing huge, though. 105 to 160. He's probably like 140 or something. Another heart shot. I'm not even trying to do this. 13.6. I just keep going for just something that'll drop me, and we keep ending up in the heart. Alright, we got another male walking in. He does look like he might be a decent size. Couldn't turn anymore to spot him. It's so hard to field judge fox, but he looks like physically decent. What do we have here? You know what? If he doesn't want to be spotted, he's just going to get shoosted. We can spot him quickly, maybe. Not big. Up to 19. That's actually somewhat disappointing for the fact that he actually walked in, but whatever. It's another kill. Again with the heart shot. I'm literally not even trying to do that. 18 point, what was that, 5.7? It's decent, I guess. That's actually a huge female fox, 20 to 27. That's not a buck, is it? Nope. Oh, we just spooked a roe deer. Let's kill that before it runs off, hopefully. Jeez, that took forever to get centered. All right. But we are well over an hour into this hunt, so I think this is going to be our last kill. Unfortunately, right at the bottom of the estimate, once again, 20.5 with that spine one shot. But we did at least get a somewhat trophy shot worthy animal with our red deer. I would have liked to get bigger, but this is probably the longest it's ever taken me to do this river run. Like, I used to do those uncut videos where I would do, like, the same run. Obviously, the fox took up a bunch of it, but pretty much going from down here to up here, I could do it in right about 30 minutes. I've been recording for an hour 40. I'm not sure how long before I actually started the hunt I hit record, but either way, that one took a while. But anyway, hopefully we can do more of these Val-Des-Bois river runs in the future. Maybe get something a little better. And I guess we'll see how that goes some other time. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.